for hustle. Too many scamming ass busters living amongst us. You get your hustle off the muscle, but these niggas don't trust you. Too many niggas on that fuck shit, so the client be bucking. But niggas claiming that they solid. Ain't got a dollar, so a nigga gotta rob. Let's go. See, these niggas is the problem. See, these bitch niggas starving, so they turn to a goblin. And then they blame the system on about everything. I know they gapping cause they keep a bag of Mary Jane. Shit be simple and plain, they can't get them no change. They just a bunch of bums that need to get out of the game. Maybe try switching your lane, cause niggas ain't playing. They leave exactly where you stand, and they wouldn't give a damn. It's best you put your money in some land. Don't be stupid and have a dummy as your friend. And you can say that shit again. Oh, my hustle gave me muscle, so I win. Oh, I respect the struggle that became my friend. Just know it's all on you on how this shit gon' end. And I would do it all over again, yeah. I'm top shotter, you got dollars, I might holler. You rock bottom, don't even bother to make a note. Cause niggas, they be talking like niggas, they really boss. And it's best that you cut them off. But you fuck up and take a loss, you better talk. Just cause a nigga wear a cross doesn't mean that he won't come set it off. Hit a nigga with the Ross. See, it really be your dog. They'll make your whole empire fall. The nigga never was your dog. While he been standing on the wall. The whole time the nigga playing was your fault. He been lurking in your hall. But when he broke, you the first when he called. He's a joke, but it hurts, it's your dog. If you're a curse, get him gone. Cause if you know your dirt, then it's on. Then I swear you gon' search for a loan. Still you work and get gone. Now you wanna go and get the chrome. And put a couple slugs in his dome. Cause you want that nigga gone. Oh, my hustle gave me muscle, so I win. Oh, I respect the struggle that became my friend. Oh, just know it's all on you on how this shit gon' end. Oh, and I would do it all over again, yeah.
Yo, in the lab.
Once again, baby.
Yeah, man. Once again, in the lab. We're going to do things a little bit different tonight.
Yeah, man.
Come in here a little bit later than we usually tap in with the people.
Yeah,
but we're going to tap in anyway.
I lost a little track of time, man. That was my fault.
Nah, you good. Nah, man, shit. I ain't doing shit, you know. I think I want to go ahead and play one more track, or you want to go ahead and get into it?
Yeah, we'll give him a little time. Go ahead and hit him in the head with it, just.
All right, where we at the background? Or we at the
Is that the right below Gilly? Video clips. The third one down.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna do this. And we'll be back one time. Look, now let me start my monologue. Somebody asked if I was done, I said not at all. Black power seen through eyes that a side saw. But every 2 weeks my crumbs come, never lump sums. This my conundrum, this movie scene is a bit deceiving. I'm not the same, but I'm amidst these demons. My brain waving, I ain't saying bye though. My mental is stuck in auto. Pilot this rapture disappear, they wonder where did I go. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, yeah. And every pattern is vital balances that might be challenging. Keep on climbing till the ladder ends. They doing better than me, that's why I'm mad at them. Lame type of talking. I know you seen the same type of jargon. You seen it too. What they'll do before clicking the view. In every sense, these narratives get misconstrued. Through these waters, they drowning deeper. They got bricks for shoes. I'm old school. If the reception bad, I fix the tool. I'm trying to trigger that signal inside of you. I see you pushing, queen, I'm proud of you. I see you pushing, king, I never doubted you. So don't take it personal if I challenge you. I just hope you do the same. I'm just saying. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Look, I ain't taking nothing for granted. The second that you do, it's gon' vanish. Accountability is understanding. Look, what's up? That's what a man do. Circumstance hit you in the chest, shit get hard to handle. I had to wait it out, yeah, made it out, yeah, say it loud, yeah, seen it all, yeah. No time to explain why. No bar can explain how we got here. Only thing I know is I can't stop here. On this road and that plateau is not near. Yeah. Don't let me down.
Don't let me down. All right.
Don't let me down. Yep.
And this nigga
Back in this thing.
He let me down, people. He let me down. He cut my motherfucking shit short. I love that motherfucking song, man. I love that song.
Yeah, episode 13 came up with kind of an impromptu live. You know, we gonna sit up here and talk some shit real quick, man. It's a lot going on. I just want to start off the show. And I made a short on this topic. Salute, Lioness in the building. What's good, Lioness? I see you.
Big sis in the building. What's going on, Lioness?
So something happened, you know, with my old lady. She, you know, so she's going out of town, right? You know, and she has natural nails, right? Like natural. She has like healthy fingernails, right? Like her nails is natural. They kind of long, and she going out of town, and she like, I gotta get my nails done before I go out of town. I'm like, why? Why? You got long, natural, healthy, clean, clean nails. You know, ain't no dirt up under motherfuckers and all type of shit like that. So I'm like, and I had to put it to her like this. I'm like, look, say you sitting at a table, right, with 5 other females. You know how females, for the most part, females, you know, they give each other a lot of compliments and things of the sorts, in which men, we don't do that. It's more on some like, yeah, you know, but females, they a little different. They kind of give each other compliments, and they value those compliments, I think, maybe a little too much, but I can't really say. I'm a man. I can't really judge. But when it comes down to it, I'm like, imagine you sitting at the table, you know, y'all at wherever, Applebee's or whatever, Cracker Barrel, whatever you at, and you know, with your homegirls sitting at the table, and they, oh, your nails are, you know, talking, you know, when they got them long nails, you know, the I don't know what you call them, the press on, or it's not press on, but it's like some shit, you know, it's the fake nails basically they put on top of your natural nail.
Right.
And I told her, I said, if you sit at that table with your natural nails at this table, you gonna get just as many, or if not more, compliments for having your natural nails and them being healthy, because as soon as they take their nails off, they know what their nails look like. They know that shit look crazy because that's it. Fuck up their nails when they put that shit on. Anyway, I'm just rambling, but
no, they do the same thing. Like my daughter got long hair. She want to put weave in it. I'm like, for what? That's stupid. You putting long hair on top of long hair? It's a woman thing, bro.
It's a woman thing,
a young lady thing.
Yeah, I that's the only way I can chop it up. It's just you know, it's just, females, they do things I just don't understand sometimes. But I've seen her get complimented on her nails just going to the register, like at a store, and you know, females compliment her on her nails.
Well, I'll tell you this: you got to let them do what makes them happy. She know that you value her pretty, long, healthy, clean nails. She understands that. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason she want it. Hey, I'm not gonna be the one to say don't get it, but I want to remind you, you don't need them, and they look good without them, baby. That's it.
And that's all I can really do. You know, I support her regardless. Miss Lorraine said I call them chicken feet.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thing. It's like certain things we do, they don't understand why we doing, but
yeah,
it's just a woman's thing. But yeah, salute to her long, healthy, clean nails, lady. Hey, get it right. Get your shit together, man. Get your nails. Keep your nails clean. Keep them. And you don't have to get them done. You can, make sure you what they call the little tips, the acrylic.
Oh, yeah.
All
that fly shit.
Long ass fucking nails. Some basic goddamn nails, some white tips on them motherfuckers is fine with me. That's it.
Right. Oh no, I was talking shit, but man, what's been up with you, man?
Yeah, man, not much. Of course, we talked about, and I don't know why it came into this goddamn. I know how it came into our last live. We was talking about the Mavericks game, but we was talking about Kendrick and Drake, and you brought that up, and I'm still suffering about them $75 that the Clippers made me lose. But yeah, I've been into basketball, and we know that we've been talking backstage about Denver and Minnesota, and how I felt on who was gonna win, and we're actually seeing it, people.
Yeah, they up crazy right now. Salute Ant-Man.
And I know y'all ladies might not talk about basketball, but I just want to say it just in case some of the fellas watch this live later. I broke it down to my bros backstage, and I said Ant-Man is showing flashes of Michael Jordan, and they said, nope, you can't put that on him just yet. I beg to differ.
Flashes. I give you flashes.
Yeah, flashes. And the way he go to the hole and bam on people remind you of Jordan in his younger years, man. That fadeaway, he damn it, he almost got that bitch down packed, bro. Trip C's in the building was good.
It was good. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we when it come down to it, I see flashes. Yes, I see it. I just don't want to see Denver no more in the playoffs. I'm done with it. I want to see the Mavericks stare D-Town all day. So that's how I'm rocking. As far as
they don't stand a chance they face Denver, I can tell you that.
And I respect that. But yeah, but besides that, man, we've been seeing the last, what can you say, like 2 weeks?
Yeah. This is hip hop hasn't been this entertaining in God knows how long. And the only thing I will say about the situation with Drake and Kendrick is it brought ears and eyes back to hip hop. I really appreciate it, fellas.
Yeah, it brought some ears back. It brought some skeletons out of closets.
Yeah. And that's the part I did not like.
But yeah, to I guess I don't know. You got that.
We're gonna play. It's a couple of videos I want to play. I'm gonna play this one first, which is Gilly the Kid, and he tell you how he feel. Y'all know Gilly don't hold no punches. And it's another one. After we chop this up and get your opinion, we're gonna watch another video that it goes a little deeper than what this rap beef has created. And they almost saying they're using this rap beef as deflection. But we're gonna watch this video first, and we're gonna chop it up. Y'all check this out. Gilly got something to say, people.
It's over with, man. It's over with. Light-skinned niggas won. They took that shit, man. Is that shit over with, man? That shit is over with. I ain't gonna lie. Kendrick came back. And then he came back again. I said, oh, he barbecued, baked, honey dipped, glazed. Old Bay seasoned the light-skinned niggas in the trades. The light-skinned niggas won, man. That shit over. It's over. It's over. Light-skinned niggas won.
What is that like?
Anything. Any fucking thing out here.
Hold on, man.
Talk your shit, Jizzle. Go ahead.
Is this a defense mechanism? Is this like, all right, Gilly, you know, you talk about light skin, there's different shades, there's 50 shades of gray. and Gilly, you know, he teeters. Well, I don't know if he teeters, but what is this? Is this a defense mechanism? I feel like I hear this from light-skinned people more than I hear this from darker-skinned people.
Listen, I really can't go by his shade I just saw. He looks like he's light-skinned, but I think he might be considered brown. I don't know. But I think he considered himself a dark-skinned person, which to me is not dark, but okay, if you want to ride with the dark-skinned people, fine. But the fact that he said light-skinned people, light-skinned niggas won, and he considered himself dark-skinned, is just like me saying Drake won a round or two, and I was going for Kendrick. He's speaking how he felt. Yeah, so I don't say that's a defense mechanism, bro. He's speaking how he felt.
I think he views himself as light-skinned, and he's saying that to boost up light skin. That's just me, but I'm black as shit. So anything black lesser than me, I'm thinking anything lighter than me is light skin to me. So I don't I don't know, man.
I don't know. I seen some pictures where he look a little darker than what we actually seen, but I remember I told you, I said this nigga look light skinned too.
Yeah, that to me, I'm like light skin. Shit, you right up that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying you right up there. He ain't too far from it. If he ain't light skinned, he too far. He ain't that far from it.
Yeah, but compare him to Wallow. Wallow's light skinned.
Wallow, who is
the dude? He do the and it ain't Wallow, the dude on $1 Million Game with him. What his name?
I don't know who's on there with him.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
it's his co-host.
Oh, okay.
$1 million worth of game. I think the nigga name is though. But he's light skinned. You probably haven't seen him. You probably didn't know who the fuck he was.
Yeah, I know if he on $1 million worth of game, I know I seen him, but it's like, what is this? Why do we do this as black? I'm trying to think, do white people like, because you know white people, there's different shades of white. Like there's olive skin, like where it's more olive skin white people. It's white people who can do good with a good hour and a half in the sun. And then it's white people who they can't do shit in the sun. They can't go out for 10 minutes in the sun. So I'm like, do white people do that? Like, do they like be like olive skin white boys up? Y'all porcelain white folks got to get
Nah. Getting a tan and being white and being black and being light skinned is two different things. They made themselves darker. You know what I'm saying? And now we do have the Irish people who can be a little damn near close to pale. I get it. But white people are white people to me. I don't see no goddamn different complexions to me.
I mean, you got Italians who they're darker. They're a little bit darker.
Are Italians considered white people?
Yeah, Italian. I would say Italians are white people.
So, okay, I guess you got a point. Because I was just going to say, well, you got French. You consider Chinese people white?
French. No.
You know, why not? Why not? Why not? They the same color.
Nah, they yellow. It's the lineage, man. They yellow, man.
Look at Jackie Chan, man. Jackie Chan look white, but he got Chinese eyes.
Yeah.
That's the point I was going to make. It was like, you got white Americans. And that's what I guess we consider white people. You got Chinese, you got Japanese, you got Russians, you got Italians, you got people that are from a different culture.
Right.
Do they consider themselves a white person? No, they consider themselves Italian or Chinese. So just like Africans, they don't consider themselves black like we call us. They Africans. That's what they call themselves. They don't call themselves black people. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't think white people do that because they just fucking look white.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Black people, we all black. Hell,
Is that tribal thinking?
You say what?
Is that tribal thinking?
Tribal thinking? What is
When you talking about light skin versus dark skin?
It's some, and I hate to use the buzzword colorism, but that's what it boils down to me. When I hear it, I think of colorism. Even though it's in a joking manner, I still kind of think of colorism because I've heard Mexicans tell me and talk to me because I've had discussions with Mexicans who are born in Mexico, how there's never really been a darker skinned Mexican president. And there's darker skinned Mexicans for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as their presidents, it's always a lighter skinned president that gets put before them.
That's weird as fuck.
Even in their culture.
That's super weird. Damn. I have to look into that. But what I want to do this real quick before we go into the skin color shit real deep.
Yeah, go ahead, because I wasn't even trying to.
Let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. All right, I know maybe you had a little small, talk about it.
Yeah.
If you're looking at this list, Jizzle, and from what you heard from these songs, who up and how much?
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
They tied. The thing is, man, because you're not finna tell me Euphoria was beating push-ups, but you're not finna tell me 616 in LA was beating that AI shit he was doing on Taylor Made. But you're not finna tell me Family Matters wasn't an overall better song than Meet the Grams. And that's the most debatable one, I would say. I think the last two are the most debatable ones. The first two I feel like are pretty clear.
So you're saying Push-Ups beat Euphoria and Taylor Made beat 616?
I'm saying Push-Ups beat Euphoria. Well, yeah, Push-Ups beat Euphoria and 616 beat Taylor Made by default because of that fucking AI shit with him pulling out Tupac voice and rapping in Tupac voice. Like, no, that's not what we do in a diss song. That's not what we do in a rap beef. You don't use artificial intelligence in a rap beef. You lost that completely by default. Don't matter what you said, you lost that round.
All right. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Family Matters, I feel beat Meet the Grams. Now, when it comes to Not Like Us and then Heart Part 6, I'm torn between the two. I think I love Not Like Us because he went to Kendrick and the West Coast Kendrick. That's what I did like about it. He came out like he was swinging, like, yeah, I'm sick of this. But Heart Part 6, I think Drake just hit super low because I think Not Like Us, Kendrick went low, and I think Drake said, you know what, I can hit lower, motherfucker. How about
right?
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like, and that's what they did. It's like the further they progressed within this word war, the deeper the insults got. We went from Euphoria to him, with the race angles in which we heard before. So that's why I give Push-Ups to over Euphoria is because Kendrick on Euphoria, it's a lot of that same that we heard, the same angles from Pusha T. If you listen to all the Kendrick shit, it's a lot of just repackaged shit that we heard from Pusha T.
Well, do you blame him for taking the page out of Pusha T? Because prior to this beef, that was who he took his L to. Because we know he beat Meek Mill's ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, yeah. He definitely got the back to back. That was kind of the end of that when it comes to Meek Mill. But when it comes down to it, I look at the same way when it comes to battle rap. If you repackaging an angle, you got to be creative. You got to be creative with the angle. And I felt like the way Kendrick did it, it was just a cosign. It wasn't a recreation. It was more like a cosign of what Pusha T did. So I gave him that's why I gave him the push-ups over the Euphoria. But when it come to Not Like Us, it got to a point where, and you made a video about this, and I agree with the video that you made. I agree with damn near every word in it until you started talking about J. Cole. But
I knew that was coming.
That's the only part I disagree with on that video, because it's like, what are we to do now? Like, where do we go from here? Y'all started off talking about each other's careers, talking about all this, and then now Kendrick Lamar, pedophile bars. Yeah. Drake, you got molested bars. That's why you're doing pedophile bars. And that's what it's turned into. And this shit is just not, to me, some people would say it's hip hop, but that's not hip hop to me. That's not what LL and Cannabis was talking about. That's not what Nas and Jay-Z was talking about. That's not what Big, and even though the Big and Tupac was more, Tupac kind of, I fucked your, so it kind of went there with that. But that's kind of some normal nigga shit that niggas do. Like, I fucked your girl. Like,
see, their beef was real. They didn't like each other. Tupac and Big didn't like each other, so I understood why it went that way. You know what I'm saying? He letting them know, like, man, I fucked your bitch, and he fucked everybody in your crew. Fuck everybody. You part of Bad Boy, fuck you too. And he just kept it real. And he left it alone after that. That was it. I ain't got to do another one. I killed him.
And that's the, when it comes down to it, I think that's what ended up happening with this. That's why the title, Drake and Kendrick, it's over. There's no more, it's over. Nobody has said formally it's over. Drake kind of alluded to the fact that he's kind of done. Mm-hmm. But to me, my point of view, this shit is over. Like, it's nothing more. Y'all have went to the links that, it's no coming back from. You've all said what you said. When it comes to the songs back and forth, it should be over.
Yeah, it definitely should be. Because, like I said, the point that they've gotten to, for me personally, you say this about me and it's not true. Oh, I got to check you when I see you. It's not no rap beef no more. You out here, throwing dirt on my name about some shit that's not even true, especially when you add my wife into it. And this goes for both of them. One talk about he's a pedophile, the other talking about I beat my wife. Now I got to see you when I see you. And that's just me. So I know, are you too old to be out here fighting, boss? Nah, what you just did was too far. You went too far, bro. So when I see you, I'm going to bust you in your motherfucking mouth, bro. That's just what I got to do. And we can end it like that. Round for round, nigga, what's up? Ain't going to be number one round, though, I'm telling you. So.
And go ahead.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
So from here, what we going to see, I think, when it comes to Drake going to Cali, he's on tour right now. I don't know what schedule his tour has or where he's scheduled to perform at. Well, when it comes down to it, anything he got on the West Coast, it's going to be eyes over there.
Yeah.
It's going to be some eyes over there just to, just to see. People is just going to be, say if he got a show in Sacramento, Oakland, LA, he got an LA show coming up. I don't know what his tour schedule is. I know he got about 50 down. Last I knew he was in Japan before. He was on his international side of his tour, so maybe he's already done touring the U.S. But people gonna want to see.
Do you think it's to the magnitude of a Biggie in Pac where something could pop off when he get to LA?
That's hard. That's hard. I don't think it is, but you can never underestimate what people how people react. That ain't even got shit to do with it.
Right.
That's
the point. Yeah.
People, sideline people, outsiders, ex-TDE members, who knows? I don't know. OVO, you don't know. So I would never say it's out of the realm of possibility that if he goes to one of these places and if he goes to LA, then there won't be some sort of altercation or whatnot. So
yeah, I think if a craze fan or somebody from the hood look up to Kendrick who really fuck with Kendrick like that, and I don't think Kendrick's gonna send nobody at him, but we can't control what people will do. I think if that was to happen, it's gonna make Kendrick look real, real bad, bro. Because there's gonna be, and I don't want to speak it into existence, so I'm gonna leave it alone, but I just pray it don't happen. Put it that way.
Yeah. And when it comes to I guess the last thing I think I just want to touch on when it comes to Cole, like I was saying, like I mentioned earlier, I think he knows what type of person Drake is. He's on tour with him. He's in communication with him behind the scenes. I think that's one of the reasons why he backed out of it, because he knows what type of person Drake is and how messy he get with this beef shit. We seen the Rick Ross back and forth, and that's the one thing I'm surprised about, Rick Ross not responding after all of this shit and all the trolling he did. I thought he was gonna have a few more songs locked and loaded, but I think Cole knew what type of person Drake was and didn't want to be involved with him in this shit.
Possibly. Me personally, I just feel like I hate to even bring him up, but Big Ant, spokesman, UP TV, it tripped me out that he apologized because he said, I now understand why Cole backed out of it because of the where it went. And
right.
Just like you said, Kendrick didn't have to dig into it, but he did. So now, does it make Kendrick look bad for participating in this type of rap beef with Drake, or you feel like he had to follow suit?
What makes him look bad is him the whole pedophile shit and going in on that shit. I think not digging down into that lower vibe, like, and fucking with Drake on that level. I think that's where I kind of lost respect for Kendrick for doing that with Drake. Even though I know it's hip hop and I know it's it's a kind of like a blood sport. It's like a word sport and all of that. But I feel like with the amount of talent that Kendrick does have, I feel like it wasn't needed to do that. And I feel like if he was going against Cole, I definitely know he wouldn't have did that. But he only did that because he knows who Drake is. He understands his opposition, basically. But I still lost respect for him because you got to stay you. You got to stay you regardless of regardless of who you going against or who you battling with. Stay true to who you are. I felt like that wasn't him. Maybe it was, and he been suppressing that shit this whole time. Who knows? But
who's suppressing it? I'm gonna make sure I understood who you're talking about.
I mean, I feel like Kendrick When I say that, I was talking about Kendrick.
I don't know, man. I mean, I understand why you said it, but that, just like he said, my life is boring because he don't put his business out there like that. So for him to go that route and go low towards, I guess you call him opponent, I don't think that was Kendrick. And it just like Cole backed out. This is not me.
Right.
I know it's hip hop. Part of hip hop culture is competition. But this shit went way past bedtime. Because if you think about it, bro, if they would have kept it strictly on their careers and who did what I did versus what you did and how dope I am, it would have took only one song. But once you do that song and another one do another one, he's got to dig even deeper to cut deep, and that's where it gets messier and messier. So if they would have stuck with their careers and how good I am, how many records I sold, or my classic albums versus yours, that shit would have ended at one song apiece.
Yeah. And that's what really that's what would have all been is needed, man. You didn't see Ether Part 2, Ether Part 3, Ether Part 4. It was boom, I got you. Now let me get back to my shit.
Yeah.
So
that shit is crazy.
The way I look at it, man, I feel like my creative, it's a waste of creative juices. Like my juices get to flowing creatively, and if I'm talking about another man, I feel like I'm wasting them. Like I'm wasting my greatness on you.
Yeah, I dig that. I dig that 100%. I want to show you why I think Kendrick went that route, and it was almost just like what's his name off the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, when he was talking about, well, you got a white wife or a mixed wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was ammo that was given to him, and I think this is what brought up the pedophile shit. If I can share this real quick, because I think Crucial actually dropped this in our group chat. So take a look at this.
So what are they saying about this footage? What are they saying?
Say what now?
So what are they saying about this footage? Are they saying she was underage?
Yeah, she's 17. I don't know. My shit started freezing. I don't know. Did it freeze on y'all side?
Nah, it looked like you paused it.
No, I paused it now, but while I was
it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't pausing.
So watch what he say here.
Maybe just for one song, she like sing to the winner of I don't know how to possibly thank you for making me feel this special, so maybe I can just give you a hug or something.
Yeah. All right, we seen enough.
Okay, not my shit out there. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody heard it. He had asked her how old she was.
Yeah, I heard that.
She was 17 or whatnot.
I didn't hear her say 17, but I did hear him ask that.
Because this didn't show everything like that video Crucial Son. I wish I could find it. Because he had said, "Oh my God, you 17, I'm going to go to jail, blah, blah, blah." But of course, this is early in his career when he first came out. I don't know the year of this video, but of course, he's been in the game for a long time. So his age now, but regardless, he was well over goddamn 17 when this came out. I think when he came out, he was like maybe 25 or something like that, 24. So he was well older than her, way older than her. And then after he found out how old she was, as you can see, he still put his lips back on the girl again. So I think that may have surfaced, and that gave K-Dot some ammo. So
I think that I don't know how old he was. I thought he might have been younger, but when it come down to it, yeah, I feel like that's a lesson. That's gonna be a lesson for him. When it comes to interacting with fans. Because I feel like before she even got up there, he should have asked her how old she is.
Exactly.
Just to tell you the truth.
He Drake is 38 now? If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me find out how old Drake is.
But yeah, that don't look good. I ain't gonna lie.
It didn't.
But one thing about it, I know what the word pedophile means, and love it or hate it, that's not pedophilia.
No, of course.
What just happened on the stage? What Drake said. What he said at the end of the song. Everything I said was facts. Well, K-Dot didn't say. So it's some certain things. I'm like, that's not. I feel like that's not in good taste. But
so yeah, Drake 37, and I know So Far Gone. I think it came out in like 2007, 2008. So let's just say this is when he did this performance, which I'm pretty sure it's close to that date. If you go back, and he's 37 now, and you're going to go back to 2008. I ain't got a calculator with me. How old was Drake? We're in 2024 now. 2018. From 2008, that's 10 years. And then to 2024, that's 6 more years? So that was 16 years ago?
So 38 minus 16.
37. So what? He 21? He was 21 then?
21. Yeah.
21, 17-year-old. Look.
Yeah, I know when I was 21, I definitely 17 was not, wasn't the target age at all. I was done with 17, and when I was,
But and then you go to being 25, and she's 21. It's completely legal.
And see, that's the thing. And when I say that, I think of my longest relationship I've had. I was 5 years old. I met her, she was 19, and I was 5 years older than her. But X that all out, she's still 17. He heard the 17 and he still did what he did.
Yeah.
As an artist, as a popular, public figure, you got to hold yourself to a certain standard. And I know it's all, some would say it's subjective, some would say it's not. It's completely wrong. And for me, yeah, I feel like if I'm a public figure, then as soon as I hear that 17, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He said, "Oh no!" And his body language. I didn't hear him say that, but his body language, like he did a whole turnaround and he started running around the stage and shit when she said her age.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like you got to hold yourself to as soon as you hear that 17, you got to hold yourself to a standard.
And at that point in his career, I mean, as he had already played in movies and was it TV shows, should I say? He was just kicking off his career. I don't even know at that point. I believe he was probably signed with Young Money. I'm not sure.
Probably so.
If he was signed to them with So Far Gone, then yeah. So at that point, yeah, you are a major figure in this game because you up under Lil Wayne and Cash Money. So
right,
I get what you're saying. He got to hold himself accountable of his actions and make sure he don't put himself in these type of situations because a lot of us never even seen this, but now it has resurfaced again. And guess what? Now some people could look at you differently.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that just come with it. That's just part of. It's just part of the game, man. That's just part of the game. So,
but what you got down here? I forgot what you put down. But before we do that, so I think we're gonna move past it. I don't think.
Yeah.
What you got down there is a part of the subject too.
Oh no. That we can move on. That was something I was watching backstage and shit, just listening.
So I just want to play this clip right here. I can't remember who these people are. That's not really important. I think it's the message that I want people to hear, especially if you are artists. Because this man actually kind of shared some shit that I didn't even know. So y'all take a listen to this.
What do you think winning between Drake and Kendrick? It's going up on social media. Don't trip, I got your back, bro.
You don't want to know how I feel about that shit, bro.
All right, look, get with me after the...
You really want to know how I feel about that shit?
How you feel?
I want to know.
Yeah.
I think, so I'm signed to Universal, right?
Yeah.
I've been signed to Universal since I was 17. I haven't got a back end. That means when you turn in an album, they give you payment. I haven't got a back end since 2017, 18. So I done been on the same record label for 13 years, so to say. That record label just folded all of its independent labels and subsidiaries into each other, which means how we was kids, you got Rockefeller, you got Def Jam, you got all these things. None of them exist no more. They fired all the heads of the labels, and if they didn't, they turned them into glorified A&Rs. They cut off 50% of the people who work in all these departments. Most of those people is us, people of color that come from hip-hop and R&B and these other things, right? Then you got record labels opening up IPOs. You got record labels destroying their relationships with TikTok, Spotify, things that pay out artists because they want to start their own shit. So then we getting priced out of our contracts. We getting priced out of our imprints. There are no labels basically that are incentivized to sign black music, and it's happening in front of our eyes. And while Taylor Swift is fighting for people to be able to have streaming money, niggas is on the internet arguing with each other about some rap shit. So that's how I feel about it, honestly. Neighbors is on the
language, bitch. Language.
About
nah, I appreciate keeping it real.
So I think, personally, I think we better than that. I think we deserve better than that because we've been saying for decades that we want people to respect black music and black art and black people. And I think for that to happen, we got to respect ourselves. And they don't make it easy for us, but we got to try to work a little bit harder at that.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, my brother?
Bang!
Bam!
Hey, that was a gut punch right there, man. That brother spoke nothing but the truth. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. You know what fuels it? We know what fuels it though, right? What fuels it? What fuels what Drake and Kendrick doing though?
What they're doing?
The fucking
The
the audience, man.
The fans.
The fans, yeah. So that's the kind of the sad part about it. Cause you brought up something a while back about, the big three, and imagine if they did an album together, or even just imagine if Cole and Kendrick did one. But imagine if all three of them did one together.
I should have break the internet.
And this shit broke the internet. Like, do you think it would break the internet to the magnitude that this beef has?
That's a great question, Jizzle. I want to say yes, but I'm because we talked about lyrics really not meaning nothing. All of a sudden, everybody's a fucking professional when it comes to breaking down what K. Dot's saying. Now, motherfuckers are listening to lyrics, but just prior to this, everybody was listening to that bullshit. So, if we go to them dropping a project together, will people listen and break it down without it being beef involved? That's a good fucking question. Just I can't answer that one, bro. What you think?
I think it would have my feeling. I think it would have when it comes to initial reaction. Let's just X everything out. Say Drake, Kendrick, Cole put out an EP. Let's just say an EP because that's easier to conceive in our mind. Let's just say they put out an EP. The initial reaction, I think, would be just as big as the beef. But we know how the news cycle works. So that initial reaction, it would be short-lived, I think. It would be not as long-lived. It would be not as many videos, not as big an algorithm as the beef gets. But the initial interest in it, I do feel like would be just as big.
I agree. What if they broke a 26-song project up, dropped 7 1 week, drop another 7 because the only thing this fucking rap beef going is they keep going.
Right.
And when you drop a project, it's boom, that's it. There it is.
Stops. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people doing a lot of reactions to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it will be a dope ass project, but after maybe a week's time, it's done with. There's no more reaction. Now, will people keep listening to it? Yes.
Oh yeah.
It won't be put all over social media like it's an issue or controversy because these brothers came together and did something wonderful.
Right.
Culture don't live like that. They don't like that type of shit. They want drama. They want beef. So I get what you said.
So, but what you did say that was important is that if they did 7 songs, say they made a trilogy, and they said, okay, every 2 weeks we're gonna drop a new EP, and they did a series of EPs. Now that would, I think, keep the energy going,
right?
Because, like you said, as soon as you put out, put out an album, the energy, you got to do everything in your power to keep the energy of that project going.
Absolutely.
So if you just tell the people straight out, look, we got 24 songs, however many, whatever, 25 songs. We're going to drop 7 to 8 songs on each EP, and we're going to do this for the next 2 weeks. You don't think that would have the same effect that the beef has had?
I believe it would. And then if they drop videos, visualizers or visuals with it, oh yeah, it would.
Yeah.
To see them 3 brothers in a video together, I think once this beef ends, that's the only way. I don't think Kendrick and Drake gonna ever be friends again after this shit. But I will never say never. Because people do grow up, people can forgive,
right?
But they took it to a point where it's like, I don't know, but I think just like you said, what fueled it was the fans, and they did it for the fans. And I respect Cole for saying, you know what? It was like, what you gonna do, Cole? He did it for the niggas. He did it for his fans. But then after he did, he was like, you know what? That shit was goofy as fuck. That ain't who the fuck I am. And that ain't what I want to leave as my legacy. A nigga who was known for doing this type of shit. And as we see what this shit went
true.
True.
It is true. It is true. Because definitely when it comes to Kendrick's legacy, this is going to be a chapter in his legacy.
Yep.
And this is going to be a chapter in which I look at like, hey, you did some shit, I was rocking with it, but it went somewhere I didn't like, and that's just a part of your chapter now, type of thing.
Yep. You live and you learn. But again, like I said earlier in this show, he kind of created this fucking vibe.
But
Yeah.
the thing about it, the initial bang, I don't hold. The things I hold him accountable for aren't his will to sharpen his pen. Isn't his will to be a sportsman? Isn't his will to be a competitor? I don't want that to get mixed up in me saying that.
Right.
Because it initially started off as something that it didn't become into. You see what I'm saying?
So you're saying his purpose of the song with Future was just a competitive nature in him?
Right. As hip hop artists, as what they do, type of thing. This what we do. I understand maybe not everybody would have did it, but he did do Control. You could say Control led into first person shooter, led into like that.
So
And that, those
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say is those 3 songs, I have no problem with that.
How would you have responded? Let's say me,
Well,
you. Now, hold on. Let's say me, you, Crucial R, me, you, New, whatever, was considered the big 3. And I dropped, BAM! And said what Dot said.
Right.
How would you respond, bro?
It's gonna be a lyrical onslaught. Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's part of the culture. That's what we were all hype about. That's why I'm not trying to vilify anybody that's a part of hip hop culture that feels that competitive nature that's involved with it, that's naturally embedded in hip hop culture. Because I feel like it's good for hip hop.
Yeah, I definitely agree with it. There's nothing wrong with competition. I mean, a lot of people, I remember I said a while ago, rap is just like a competitive sport. I remember one of the content creators, name is not important, said it's not. He said, you're stupid for thinking that. No, it is. It is. Because if you think about it, when we talk about LeBron versus Jordan, LeBron wants to be the fucking GOAT.
Right.
Jordan never spoke about that shit. He let the people say it.
Right.
And just like Cole kind of reminds you of LeBron. He wants to be the fucking GOAT, so he talks about it. And you really never heard Kendrick mention it until, I guess, first person shooter, maybe. I don't know. But now he comes out and say, fuck the big 3. It's just Big Me. Now he's added his name or his feelings or his perspective to what y'all call the big 3. That ain't no fucking big 3, nigga. It's just me, nigga. So now he's calling himself the greatest rapper right now. And it's okay. That's okay.
Right.
But where it went with with Drake and Kendrick is where it shouldn't have went. And I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, but I just didn't like that shit, bro.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't like where it ended. For me, it is ended, even though, people may be sitting up going to whoever's next up. Who is even next to go? Who dropped the last song?
It's gonna be Kendrick.
Okay, yeah. Kendrick. I'm sure it's people going to Kendrick, all of his pages to check every hour on the hour to see, and if he does anything smart, he'll just put out a regular song and promote his album and keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah. We're before we switch gears and go to, I guess it's the last topic, unless you got something else.
Yeah.
I want to play something for y'all because we still cooking up, man. I don't think we ain't cooking, man. We are cooking, goddammit.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to play this one, which y'all probably have seen this, but the video is coming soon, people. We're in the building.
We're all energy. So your number one goal in life is to keep your energy level high. So you have to do things that keep you on a high vibration, like a good vibe. It's some form of silence or prayer or meditation. High vibration. Vibe.
I'm protecting my peace. As if it's disturbed, I turn to a beast. I think I need to go buy me a Jesus piece. Cause sometimes I need to release. Cause some of these niggas, they thinking I'm weak. And I don't understand when I'm reaching my peak. If they knew what I knew, they would just leave. Never gonna wake up a beast from a dream.
Yeah. So Frequency.
Spot.
That song right there is super dope.
Featuring Oprah.
Featuring Oprah. Hold on, let me go close the
We should put that shit in. Fuck around, have a whole channel taking featuring Oprah, BMG, Frequency, Boss and YJ featuring Oprah. Yeah, I like the ring of that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, motherfuckers might that be some clickbait like a motherfucker, but not necessarily because she actually is on the motherfucker.
Hey, people be doing that shit though, man. Say featuring Charleston Wright. You be like,
what the fuck? I know this nigga ain't on. These niggas got a big enough
right
motherfucking shit. Yeah. All it takes is having YJ goddamn make that bitch sound real crisp, nigga. What? Yeah, man. Frequency, man, coming soon. I'm working on the video as we speak. So y'all be prepared and stay tuned for the official video drop right here on BMG YouTube channel, man. Yeah, and definitely, man, appreciate y'all for rocking with us. If you haven't followed us, if you haven't followed us on our Facebook page, we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. I'll drop the link in here. Make sure you do that because we put a lot of stuff on YouTube and on Facebook. Some things on Facebook are not on YouTube. So let me find that link so I can drop that in for y'all. But yeah,
but that definitely the spirit of beef is in the air. I've seen Styles P. Styles P. You know, he talking about fuck the beef. He got a whole freestyle series about the whole beef, and you know, like Styles P. Like, man, come on, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Styles P. He be having some bars here and there, but
yeah, I've been seeing him. I ain't know it was a series of him talking about the big three.
Well, it's just freestyles. You know, he's sitting in his car rapping type of thing. I seen Lupe whenever the shit first hit the fan, Lupe Fiasco started dropping music, and you know, I brought up, you know, Lil Wayne. He need to do something, you know. So you know, people definitely inserting themselves, and we see, and I don't know this situation with Foolie and T.I. son King.
Yeah, so let's touch on that. Now we know we done seen King in the news several times. Well, at least a few times prior to this situation. And to me, that situation stems and it fits right in with this situation. King was in the news a while back claiming that, you know, he wasn't raised like with a silver spoon, which yes, he was. I don't know why you want to be a gangster, why you want to be a thug. It's not in your fucking DNA. Well, it is because your pops was, but your pops raised you to be that way. And he just don't want to be looked at as that kid, which is goofy as fuck to me.
That's the thing. I have an issue with King with that. You know, being, my daddy, he was, like I said before, he went to the military when he was 18, did his 4 years, and worked for the post office his whole life. So when I came up, it was definitely, it wasn't best living conditions, but it wasn't the worst. But I'll admit that, like, people act like it's, I don't know, this shit is weird when it comes to black culture. It's like I think that it's been glorified so much, certain things. It makes people who, I guess, grow up, not necessarily having a silver spoon, but having a parent who had a okay to good job in middle America type of thing.
Yeah.
It makes it like it's a bad thing. Like we don't, like, we try not to claim that shit. And that when it comes to King, that shit, to hear you say King didn't grow up with, like, he quotes of him saying, like, I ain't grow up, and like, why are you trying to defend that shit? Why is that even a defense to me? Like, that shit is weird.
I think it's like, to me, it's like the majority, and it's sad to say this, and I hate that I'm going to say this, but if you look at majority of your friends, and I don't know how you will actually be friends with people classes below you as far as wealth is concerned, but you're not going to find a bunch of friends that are rich like you unless that's all you see. If you was brought up amongst nothing but rich kids, you wouldn't know broke.
So, and that's what my thing is. Like, is making $60,000 a year rich?
I think rich is a term that I think is a person who can live comfortably. Rich is above wealth, and some people will disagree with me on that, because I feel like rich, you got a lot of money that you can blow, but when you're wealthy, you're able to live comfortably, pay your bills, and still go on vacations, have a nice crib, and you live within your means. But we all know you're only rich as the money you don't spend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people make a little extra money, they get a goddamn job and then get another job that pays $20,000-$30,000 more. Now you making $100,000 a year, and then you start spending extra money, and you still at the same level that you were prior, because you just start spending fucking more money.
Spending more money, right?
So when you had brought that up, I don't know if you did it on a short, but me and you talked about it, it's like, motherfuckers, you can talk about this or my car, bitch, I got money in the bank, and that's what fucking matters. So, I think King he want to be just like a lot of people he see, and a lot of them come from the hood. He ain't come from there, and he feel like, oh, that's cool to be that. Okay, well, you go to the hood, stop allowing your dad to give you the money that a rich person kid would have, and see how you like that shit.
All right.
See how you like that shit. I bet you'd be running back to Pop's home.
Or if not giving him the money, giving his mother the money.
Well, I mean, his mother is tiny. His mama,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. So where is the yeah, that just make it completely. I didn't know that was his mama. So
yeah, that like Damani and Messiah. I think it's Messiah. Messiah, they got different mothers.
Okay,
and he just decided he wanted to go live with his pops, which is understandable. But he still loves his mom, and he still spend time with his mom. And, you know, T.I. take care of him,
right?
You know, in a sense. But King, man, and in this situation that we got here, he's calling out a real live ignorant street dude who does have money because he's in the industry. He's not a dope rapper, but he's a part of this new generation that these kids love. And he is known for having bodies. He done did videos on at the graveyard, on his ops' grave, stepping all on the grave and pissing all on they, like, he don't care. He don't care.
And see, when it comes to Foolie, I don't know. You know, when it comes to King Von and things, they're supposed, and you know, other people would be a better reference or resource for knowing these exact things. When it comes to Fulio, I don't know. You know, if you win a quote unquote game and someone on the outside dies and you make a song about it, then I don't know if you did that or not. So Bam, maybe I don't know. Other people would have a better knowledge of if he actually has bodies or not, because I really don't know. All I know is he did the shit at the graveyard. You know.
Well, if he hasn't done it, he's fooled a lot of people. But I did find a video. I think this is on I can't remember, Urban something, and it breaks down what happened. We can just take a look at this real quick because, like I said, I didn't know the whole backstory of it, and this may give us more insight on what's popping here. So let's take a look at this, man.
Man, TIP the King good, man, right here on the west side, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all urban central, all right?
Hey, I really don't do too much talking. Julio, get your bitch ass in the boxing ring. You want to speak on me? Man, I hear a lot of these got so much to say when the viral, but when I tell them that boxing ring, everybody want to be quiet. Come on, bro. I ain't really gonna lie. I'm on some Mike Tyson shit. I'm mad. I just been mad lately. I'm ready to get in there and punch somebody. I'm angry. I've been angry, and I'm waiting on one of these bitch ass, young ass rappers to fix their mouth to get in that boxing ring. They say Chief Gang ain't Broncos, but these dudes, they gonna man. You see what I'm saying? They done brought these bitches out.
Oh no!
Oh, lemon drop.
That ain't no drop. That ain't no drop.
Oh, is that Fulio right there? Hold on.
Don't play with him, P.
I guess that wasn't. So we got the gist of what this is about. He did say Fulio spoke on his name. I would have to go search to see what Fulio said that warrants this response from King. But we seen on this screenshot here, Fulio said, "I barely post or troll no more. King, find you something productive to do before you be watching Netflix in heaven with our Lord and Survivor." Just that quick, King is messy, but all he said was let's box. This dude talking about killing him.
Well, that's what naturally isn't that what could happen?
But why would it if I call you out in a boxing match? Why would you want to kill me? Now,
Well, why are you calling me out in a boxing? My thing, why are you doing what you're doing though? Some people they need to get hit. They you can't spare the rod with some people. I'm looking at this a little different now that I see that clip.
But the first thing King said was, "Keep my name out your mouth." So obviously Fulio said something. Like I said, I don't have that. I don't have that clip, or if it was a post or whatever it is.
Right.
What Fulio said to King that make King say this. Nobody pops up on the internet and just say, "Fuck Fulio, nigga, let's box." Something had to be said.
Well, all I know, man, there's some sensitive men out here who you could say anything. He could have said his last song was doo doo, and now he want to fight. I
get it.
And which his last song probably was doo doo, but I don't know what he said, but it does the way it looks. Yeah, of course, if someone calling you out to box, and you instantly go into some, you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes, then it's like, well, damn, it went from that to that now. But you can't dictate, how people feeling, and
arcade is like an idea.
I feel like in general, young black men are very they're very touchy or sensitive when it comes to anything. So I don't know, man.
I mean, and it's hard for a young person like King to understand. Like, and if it was something as like you said, oh, your song is trash, and you respond wanting a box, you gotta have tough skin in this game. And one thing I heard, I don't want to say it was Cole or Jordan Lucas, like, I don't really be on social media because I know I would lose a lot of time reading these things that people say about me, and I don't really give a fuck. And you gotta have that type of tough skin to deal with it. And if you don't, stay off of it. I hate to say it that way, but that's the goddamn truth. But I think this is Foolie right here, if I'm not mistaken, saying what he wanted to say. Let's take a look real quick.
Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got T.I.'s son going at Julio Fulio of all people, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that in a second, all right? We got some reactions to the Drake Kendrick situation that's going on.
No, we're not gonna do all that. I thought that was him talking. Hold on.
We got we got Julio Fulio in here.
Maybe this wasn't.
That looked like it was like some tweets or something back there.
Back where?
It looked like some writing or something.
I bet you this ain't got shit.
Yo.
Well, maybe not a good video. I thought I had something. Let me remove that real quick. Because that ain't what the fuck I thought it was.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, man,
it's my fault.
It definitely looked like he said something. He said something, and that King, man, King gonna be King, man. That's kind of, regardless of what his mama and daddy got. Because I mean, if your mama Tiny and your daddy T.I., hey, that's not $60,000 a year.
Hell no.
Of course, and, your surroundings, your environment that you put yourself in. Because that's what I would think with him is that he's putting himself in these environments. These environments aren't naturally around him. That's the big difference I see with it. Where you and New had that discussion all the time about the environments that you're naturally around. That's not naturally, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you want to go live in a rooming house instead of a mansion that you live in. Like, why? Be grateful, be thankful that you was born in the situation you was born in, because a lot of people would love to trade places with you, bro. For real.
Yeah. I think
glorify you don't glorify being in the hood. Some people do it just because that's all they know, and that's just what it is. But they don't really want to be there, bro. If they can switch places with you, they would.
And I think that's a thin line between glorifying it and just talking about your life. Because that's the thing. It could be something someone really went through. And then if someone not from that lifestyle hears it at a young age, to them, it may be taken as, like, oh, that's hard. Like, that's hard. But they don't really know the ins and outs. They don't really know the they don't really know what it all really entails. They're just hearing this song of someone tell their story, and to them, being that they've heard it so many times, they think that that's something, that like you got stripes, like you got,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, it's a feel good story. To be honest with you, to start from a
right,
place of pain and struggle and heartache to now being rich, and it's just like, I kind of talk a little shit about Rod Wave and how that's all he rap about is the struggle, the pain, and all that. And I'm like, man, you rich now. You can start rapping about that shit all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? He make it sound so fucking good. And it's like, niggas like, man, that's some real shit. Yeah, it's real because he probably lived it. You didn't live it, King. You made it. Shut up, bro. And that's one thing I respect about Damani, man. He came up as a rich kid, and what he rap about is not about the struggle. It's not about being a rich kid. He just rap about things as a kid and the things he lived. And he created his own lane. And his pops told him, man, yo, don't rap about that shit, man. Rap about what you live, what you do on the daily. And he said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. And that shit, he created his own lane.
Facts. That's facts. Because someone's going to relate to it regardless, what the background. There's someone out there who is going to relate to it. Yep. So, yeah, I definitely salute Damani and what he doing.
Yeah. That's my little homie. Yeah, that's
I already know.
I fuck with the money now. I fuck with the money.
I already know if it's a new Damani song, I ain't gonna miss it, boy. Boss gonna let me. I'll be there. I already seen the shit. Like, okay, go ahead, little nigga. Here go, boss. Hey, you see that new? So I already know, man. But I respect that though, because we don't see a lot of young black males out here just talking what they want to talk about. Not being influenced by the different influences out there and the influencers out there. So I definitely respect it, man.
Yeah, he talked like he got sense, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I had on the docket, man. You got anything else you want to touch on, man?
Nah, not for real. I think I got something. It's more of the BBP alley, so I think we'll probably save it for the BBP or whatnot. Okay. But definitely the frequency, the karma featuring Flash Mob. We definitely got some things in the works. So we working all the time. So I'm gonna leave it at that and see where you want to take it.
Yeah, man. I mean, for the people that's still in the chat, I want to say thank you for staying as long as you did. We didn't plan this a pop-up type live, so I want to show my gratitude to you by showing you what's coming down the pipeline. And when I say this song right here, it's gonna hit some souls. So I guess we can end it with this and get up out of here, or you want to come back and talk about it a little bit more?
Well, yeah, we can. We could talk about it. We can talk some talking wild. Yeah, it don't even matter, man. I'm here.
So let me just show y'all what's coming down the pipeline. We're gonna be working on the official video coming up soon. We all live in different areas, so it's gonna take a little while. So just bear with us. But I promise you one thing: when you hear it, when you see it, you like, yeah, they did that shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, karma.
Like I wrote this 30,000 feet in the sky, first class in Delta. I just felt closer to God.
You can try to run, but you can't hide. She know everything you done, so you can't lie. Gotta take it like a man, so you can't cry. But at the same time, deal with it now. But this is what living's about, and it's your turn right now.
I am him.
Bet you next time you will pipe down.
Know the one.
Now that karma came back.
Yeah, man. Woo! The boy Flash Mob. I am him. I wrote this shit 30,000 miles in the sky, goddammit.
30,000 feet in the sky. The crazy thing about it, he actually did because he was on his way to see his son in Arizona.
Yeah. That's what I figured. I already knew. You had never told me that before, but I was like, I know how he be jet setting, and he be here and there. So yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm so excited about that song. Will be on my up and coming album. Haven't got a name for it. It's far away, so I don't want to tease you, but I just want to play that to let y'all know we got some shit up the pipeline. We'll be dropping our EP on. You want to talk about it a little bit, or hold on?
Yeah, man. The Band of Brothers EP, definitely, man. Will be released on this channel. I'll be doing some promo on my channel. I'm pretty sure Boss will be doing some things on this channel. But the Band of Brothers EP, Boss, New, Crucial, Arthur. I ain't say it in the right order. Boss, Arthur, New, Crucial.
Yeah.
Bank. That's what the bank stand for. Boss, Arthur, New, Crucial. So.
Yeah. Be looking out for that. The Band of Brothers EP. We aiming for late next month, but we will give you an official date as soon as we solidify that date.
Yeah.
We got one more song we got to finish up.
Oh yeah.
We'll put it in your lap next month. So.
Oh yeah.
That. And that's what we got coming down the pipe. And we got more after that, but we ain't gonna get into that just yet. We're gonna touch other stuff right now.
We can't do all that right now.
Just know
it's coming.
It doesn't stop at the EP. Just trust me. It gets even sicker. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I want to thank y'all for tapping in with us. We didn't have a big crowd tonight, which is cool. You'll catch the replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all keep rocking with us, man. We're in the midst of probably changing some things up. But of course you'll know soon. And as soon as we know, bring it to you.
Yeah.
Got anything else, my brother?
Nah, man. I'm good.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and shut down for the night. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. This has been another episode of In the Goddamn Lab. And thank y'all for tuning in with us. We're gonna rock out like this with our socks out. We gone.